reading the business plan. The unpopular side of what I want to say is that a lot of people find an idea and they think the idea is so precious that they hide it so much away from everybody else that they're actually never able to execute this idea. There is no business idea that you're ever going to come across that you will execute on your own. At some point you have to open up to somebody and share that idea with somebody who is either going to provide the next level of support or some level of financing. If you're going to execute something from an idea into a business, you're going to have to bring other people in, and you can sign whatever kind of documents you want to do with it. What we find, unfortunately, is that somebody finds an idea, and they're so passionate about the idea, they're actually willing to die with it. And a lot of people do die with the idea that they're holding. But also what happens is that, like I mentioned earlier, business opportunities come out of problems. And these problems are in the environment. So you go around the road today and you find out, there's a problem. There's a problem with the road, or there's a problem with the transport system, there's a problem with the payment system, and you come up with a solution. As you pass through that place, there are lots of people who are also passing through. They're also seeing the problem and they're thinking about it. So you might be the person who sees the problem and identifies the solution quickly. But you might find there's another 1,000 people who are thinking the same like you. It's just a matter of time. So if you find an idea and you hold it on Twitter and hide it, the other guy is going to come up with the idea and he'll have another faster way of executing the idea and you'll be left behind. So I tell people that if you have an idea, find somebody that you can confide in, somebody you can expose this idea to, and find out how you can be able to translate this idea into a business. Because if you don't, somebody else will sooner than later. And you can go back to your ideas in the market. There is M-Pesa and there is Zap. Why is one more successful than the other? From an intellectual property point of view, they probably run on different software platforms, fine, and one is not copying the other, but the concept is the same. But one will be more successful than the other. Why? Because of execution. So having a good business idea is one thing. How you execute it is totally another. And if you hold on to it thinking that someone's going to hide it, someone's going to steal it from me, sooner or later someone's going to come up with the same idea, execute it better than you, and you'll be left crying. So if you have an idea, you're better off bringing it out, and then somebody takes it up with you and grows it to the next level than holding on to it thinking that you are holding it from the world. Somebody's going to pick it up sooner or later. That's the popular view. But for me, it's really a big part of my experience.
Ask the question now.
Sure.
I led this work, they are in several countries in Africa. Do you have areas of focus in terms of locality? Because like in Kenya, we realize we are Nairobi centric. If you're not in Nairobi, nothing is going on. At the same time, we have that we are an agricultural economy. Is there a way an emphasis is trying maybe to push the youth back into agricultural sector, or just left it to be free market enterprise level?
Well, Enablis as an organization is really a network of entrepreneurs. It's an Africa-wide network of entrepreneurs. So we have presence in South Africa, we have presence in East Africa, we have presence in West Africa. Now in East Africa, we have presence in Nairobi, we have presence in Kisumu, we have presence in Dar es Salaam, we have presence in Kigali. Soon we'll be going to another place in Tanzania, which is not Dar es Salaam, because we understand, and I agree with you that entrepreneurship is really everywhere across the country. On the business plan competition, for example, we've gone to every province, we visited 2 towns in each province. Because, and I can assure you, I've been out there, the young people out there are as beaming and as innovative and as excited about business prospects as the ones in the city. So we don't have a city focus. We go out to the countryside to share all these ideas and we invite members. We have members from across the country. We have members in Tanzania, in Mombasa, in Nyeri, in Meru, in Nakuru. The only thing is that we cannot have a physical presence in all these places. So we try to manage that by having one corner of the country and one center of the country, and hopefully probably one somewhere else in the near future. In terms of encouraging people to go out there, it's really not in our mandate. We like to encourage entrepreneurs everywhere, but I'm sure there's also somebody else whose job it is to make sure that we reduce urbanization by promoting people where they are and getting them to grow their businesses. In this last trip with the business plan competition, we met fellows in Meru who are very focused about what they want to do in business, and the focus is business where they are. They want to set up 2-3 businesses because they see opportunities that are there in those places. And there's a lot of opportunities in our country as well. So I'm sure there's someone whose job it is to make that happen, but ours is to support those efforts by going out there and sharing the knowledge and the experience. experiences across the country. And in the network, we really want to bring the experiences across Africa, to the members of the network in Africa, in Kenya, so that they can keep, picking up all the ideas across pushing. We want to create a platform that is a basis for exchange of ideas and experiences across the country. Okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Morera. And now, last but not least, what do you call it, entrepreneur center. Anyway, I'll invite Lillian. Lillian is going to speak for us. She's from Tangerine and she's also been involved in a lot of good things in the community. And let's hear what she has to tell us.
Good evening, guys. Okay. As you heard, my name is Lillian. I technically run Tangerine Limited. Tangerine is an ISP. Most people ask me whether it's a hotel or a juice company, and that's when I realized that actually the name you choose for your business is very, very important. So I also want to thank Thomas and Jeff, who's here, for giving me this opportunity to come and speak. So what Tangerine does is we provide communication solutions from all platforms. Whether you want just a normal internet connection, or you want to set up something more complicated, an integrated solution, we basically give you that. One thing we've realized with Kenyans is that in most cases, we don't think about. We're always scared of the competition. And maybe that's part of the reasons why we have a lot of people getting scared of starting another Safaricom. And when we started Tangerine, we got a lot of that. Everybody kept asking, how are you going to survive? We started it in 2008, and it's been running from 2008 to now. It's 2010. And it's grown. Last year we went to Kampala, and now we are moving to Mombasa. And every time I'm asked, how are you going to manage it, we always tell them that there is enough for everyone. Michael Joseph actually once said that when he was asked, why are you going into data? He said there is enough market for everyone. And that is something that you should always remember. Now, in Tangerine, we've started something called a resellership program. And this is basically to help upcoming unemployed youth. Not all of us can be entrepreneurs, that is for sure. Not all of us can start a business and move it. But where you cannot start an organization and move it, then you can support an organization and become a part of that organization. And that is what we're trying to do. We've set up a resellership program, and we have a few people who come together. They've started their own business on the side, partnered with Tangerine, and they're selling our products. We are also going into universities. What we do when we go to universities, we talk to people. In our university, we were just discussing with Maura and Tom. We don't have a curriculum where we have people talking about entrepreneurship. I did economics. I'm an economist by profession, and in the IT world. And we never got a place where, we never got someone who came to talk to us, or we never got a subject where we got something talking about entrepreneurship, how to start a business, how to run a business, how to manage people. We never got that. And that is what we are doing when we go to campuses. We are talking to people and telling them that they can do so much. They have these resources and they can use them. So we've partnered with the University of Nairobi, Pati, and we're also working with a few other universities, getting students to come into Tangerine and learn about our products and sell them while they are still working. So we enable them with business skills, and they're able to go out and sell your product.